What's going on? It's Brother Jay, you know what I'm saying? And it's another thought of the day, as you already know. And my thought of the day is a special request like dying. And the person actually, you know what I'm saying, was asking me the question on what is the major faults of dating. And the faults I view on dating is the misconception on understanding what someone is saying. So usually when it comes to understanding, when it comes to communication, is the difference between what someone says and what someone else perceives. Because the main thing I keep hearing is, it sounds like to me. Now that's, I guess that's the thought of the day, you know what I'm saying, on the special request is what sounds like. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If I tell you straight up that this is how it is, but you don't like the tone that I said it in, so then you saying, well, you said it like this, but to me it sounds like this. Well, you talk about, you know what I'm saying, perception, you know what I'm saying, or misarticulating what is said. If I'm telling you, like, let's use an example, okay? If I'm telling you that I like you in that dress, but the tone I used was, yeah, I like you in that dress. You know what I'm saying? You might misconceive that to believe that I really don't like the dress because the tone of what I'm saying. See, the difference between most men and women is a basic line down the middle, which is men averagely, not all the way, but averagely, you know what I'm saying? Men averagely say what the fuck they mean. To women, it's how you said it. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? You could say what you mean to say, but if you don't say it in the right kind of tone, and the right kind of angle, and the right kind of way, and stuff like that, you can become viewed as a villain because you ain't say in the tone that she wanted to hear it articulated in. Are you hearing this? You could go from an innocent person to a guilty category just because the tone that you said it in. Now, they don't even have the fucking courtesy to back that up and say, do you mean it like this? To back up the tone that you said it in, that she heard it. So you need confirmation. So do she sit here and try to come at you, you know what I'm saying, to back up that question? Most of the time, no. Because once you said it in that tone that one time, they'll take it and run with it. I can't tell you how many times I heard, you know what I'm saying, well, you know what I'm saying, to me it sounds like, and to me it sounds like, and to me it's like only thing I do in my whole life is sit around here, say shit just to find out how you figure out how it sounds like. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Because if I say this, if you don't like or agree with what I said, the best thing, you know what I'm saying, is an intellectual argument, you know what I'm saying, or to find out the faster point to get to the end result is to sit there and ask this person, did you mean it like this? But no, no. Motherfuckers don't sit here and want to sit here and invest in trying to find out if this person meant it this way or they meant it another way. 9 times out of 10, most of the time when the man said it, you know what I'm saying, straight up like you're saying, I like this kind of woman right here, you know what I'm saying? Usually he means it like that. Yeah, regardless of the tone of voice. See, that's the part that really kills me. That's the part that separates men and women. You know what I'm saying? Now the part that is similar with men and women is if it's on a direct challenge. Like, what, you calling me a bitch? What? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard to misconstrue and shit like that. That's kind of hard to articulate. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to men and women conversating together and you're talking about a principal point that one or both of y'all see that's important for y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's not about how you say something. Let's break it down. You know what I'm saying? The difference between men and women, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to articulating is, to men, it's what you say. To women, it's how you say it. There you go. But my point is, if I'm saying this straight up real, like this is how I see principal point or whatever, and you're saying, well, it's not that you said the principal point, but it's how you said it. Are you serious? Wait. Let me see now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go there. Because this is where women get confused on. Let me use an example. Let me say that I want a woman to fuck me 3 times a week. But I'm saying it in an aggressive tone that, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, I want a woman to fuck me 3 times a week, nigga. Now, what she's going to think in her head is, it's the way I said it. But here's the reverse damage that they don't get. Let's say I reverse that tone and said, I want to be fucked 3 times a week, baby. Now, I'm saying the same comment. The difference is one angle I'm just saying in a natural tone, if that's my natural tone voice, and another tone, I'm saying it in a seductive like voice. But if I say the same thing though, regardless of these 2 tones, she's going to judge me either I'm a guilty dude or I'm not a guilty dude because of the tone. Now, this is the question I want to ask some ladies that deserve answering. Do you rather a guy say to you, hey, I want you to suck my dick, but he really don't give a fuck about you? Or he's saying a nice voice like, hey baby, can you suck my dick? Which one do you think is the more authentic dude? Just because you want to hear things in the tone that you want to hear them doesn't make him a better man because he said it in the tone that you want to hear it. It just means that some men learn women, and they learn that, well, I know I'm not going to get my dick sucked, you know what I'm saying, if I ask her just to, you know what I'm saying, suck my dick in my natural voice, so I got to sit here and, hey, baby, you just suck my dick. So you're talking about seduction / manipulation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still not dealing with the real. Because the real is, let's say that he's saying in a seductive tone, he still might not want to have nothing to do with you. He just might want to get the instant gratification right now. But this dude says it in a natural tone, but because you didn't like the tone he said it, doesn't mean that he was going to, disavow you and let you go and be disingenuous or nothing like that. That's not the case. But see, we talking about as a man, I got to live my life naturally. But now I got to sit here and try to figure out how you feel about what I said about something. Now, you asking honesty from me. If I answer you honestly, you don't like that because the tone I said it. That's not making sense, man. That means that's a lose-lose program. That means you can't win either way. You can't win. If I tell you straight up how I feel, but because you didn't like my tone, you would automatically assume that I'm disingenuous. Even though if I'm telling you in a seductive tone, sound like Denzel Washington, yeah, baby, what's up, what's this shit? I could be disingenuous all day, but you want to hear that tone on some disingenuous shit, rather than me saying it in my natural tone, but you're saying, well, it's how you say it. I don't know why people keep lying to themselves. If I say something polite, like, I want to kill your parents, does it sound better than, what? I want to kill your parents? The end results mean the same thing. The end result mean the same thing. You talk about tone? Come on, man. Y'all, we need to advance and evolve as a human species and get past this silly shit on, well, the way you make it sound. Now, I saw an argument today that a dude said a specific point, A, B, C. The other person that was debating against him said, well, the way you said it made it seem like, so you not only are you taking the tone of the person's voice, but you're assuming because that person used that tone of a voice that they mean something other than what they said. The main thing I keep hearing the most and stuff like that is the key word called triggered. That's what gets me the most. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to assume that you triggered because you disagree with what they said. Just because I disagree with what you said doesn't mean you triggered me, because truthfully, if you trigger me, I'll be getting up and beating your ass right the fuck down. Or you'll see in my face some kind of extreme anger or something, you know what I'm saying? But if you still maintaining your composure, maintaining your calm, you're still answering this person a question, but because you gave them an answer that they didn't like, you're triggered now. That's that whole, okay, damn, he said that, and I really don't have an answer for that. Oh, the best way I can get out of this situation is to proclaim that he's triggered. And then if you react like that, then now you're a guilty fucker because, see, I said it, he was triggered. Most of the time, they ain't triggered. But that's the only go-to program that some people got. So what I want to say in conclusion, you're saying in bring so close, is just that, and hopefully I answered the person's, saying, thought of the day, saying, the only thing I want to say in closing is this. Mostly men believe on what they say. Women believe on how you say it. But you have to come to the middle ground somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So part of women, you got to look at, if he's saying it and it sounds genuine, yes, it's up to you to believe or not believe him. But don't throw him in the whole guilty category just because he said it in a way that you don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I say, and people know me, you know what I'm saying, for many times, somebody on these videos, that I say things in an aggressive way. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean every woman wants to be heard or talked to in an aggressive way. You know what I'm saying? But doesn't mean I'm wrong on what I said because I'm saying it in an aggressive way. It just means that you didn't want to hear it that way. So you want me to talk to you like, oh yeah, baby, and let me tell you like this, and this is, you know, that's not my style. And that's not a lot of other dudes' style. So it doesn't mean they're guilty because they're saying it in their own language. But not every man is built to talk like they fucking Ricardo Montalban or Denzel Washington. Yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? And let me talk to you all smooth like this. Not all men are like that. Not all men are like that. Some men say things very brazen, and it's up to you to inhale the information or just assume that because someone says something nicely to you, that is facts. That's facts? Really? Either way, I'm going to let that get, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to leave this open, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to hear somebody tell me how aggressive talking doesn't equal truthful information. And how seductive talking actually means, you know what I'm saying, that like family building. Somebody got to tell me this shit. But either way, I'm out of here. Deuce.